The Chicago Bears' search for an offensive coordinator is heating up. The Bears scheduled at least 3 interviews for the OC job, with multiple reports now suggesting Dennis Allen to the Bears is all but a done deal. It's now time to focus on the offensive coordinator. The Bears are narrowing down the search, and we know of 3 of the potential finalists. First, the Bears did interview Declan Doyle already today. They've also requested an interview with Cardinals quarterback coach Israel Woolfork. But the biggest news when it comes to the offensive coordinator search is that the Bears want to bring back David Shaw for another interview, and that could already be in the works. The former Stanford coach already interviewed for our head coaching job, and now the Bears might have a chance to hire him as offensive coordinator. This OC search is heating up, and it might be close to being final. I'll talk about all 3 candidates that we know of right now. Let's get right into it. First up is David Shaw, the biggest name on the list, a guy who worked underneath Jim Harbaugh for 5 years, but also spent 3 seasons underneath John Gruden and another 3 under Brian Billick. Jim Harbaugh trusted him to call plays on offense, and he was the head coach at Stanford for 12 seasons after Harbaugh left. He took a year off from football in 2023 before returning to the front office as a senior personnel executive for the Denver Broncos. Just more experience under David Shaw's belt. He was part of the front office that now drafted Bo Nix. He was also a huge part of the development of Andrew Luck firsthand while at Stanford, a coach that is well respected throughout the NFL. David Shaw is my favorite candidate to be offensive coordinator. Honestly, if we could land Shaw as OC, I believe that would be another home run for this coaching staff. But let's talk about the other 2 candidates. The first is Cardinals QB coach Israel Woolfork. He got his start at Miami of Ohio as a graduate assistant in 2013. He went on to coach both running backs and wide receivers before joining the Cleveland Browns as a member of the Bill Walsh Fellowship Program for coaches. He spent the last 2 seasons as the Arizona Cardinals QB coach, and now he gets a shot to interview for the Bears OC job. And that brings me to the final candidate of the 3, and this one is intriguing. I have some questions here that are non football related. Declan Doyle is an Iowa Hawkeye graduate assistant who spent the last 5 years working as an offensive coach underneath Sean Payton. He's been the tight end coach for the last 2 years, and he's an up and coming, bright young football mind. The mysterious part about this one is I found some reports that claim that Declan Doyle is also an actor and that he works in healthcare management. He was credited as an actor on 3 different projects: Queenie, Bodies, and Marching Powder, all released within the last 2 years. I honestly don't know if it's a joke or if Declan finds ways to stay busy in the off season. If anyone else can confirm, let me know in the comments. But I might have to watch a couple of movies or do some research here to find out more about Declan Doyle. But these seem to be potentially 3 of the finalists for our offensive coordinator job. And that will be a position that is not calling plays underneath Ben Johnson. Our head coach is going to be calling plays, so I'm unsure how coveted of a position our offensive line coaching job is. But David Shaw is easily my favorite candidate on the list, although I wouldn't rule out a potential offensive line coach emerging as a sleeper candidate. Let me know what you guys think and which of these coaches you'd prefer. I expect this coaching search to be wrapped up in the next 48 to 72 hours. Today was Shrine Bowl practice day 1. I'm still going over the tape of that. Stay tuned for more Chicago Bears coverage. Remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.